Hey guys, it's your quote unquote your boy, Ballface 8020, back again with another great astrological reading, or readings in this case. I'm going to avoid like the astro speak in this time because I don't think you guys really care about it and it's annoying to explain because you have to just, there's just too much. Um, but we'll just focus on the meat and beans, as Casey likes to say. Uh, the So we've got two charts today. The first chart is for the Chiefs Ravens game tonight. The second chart is for the Eagles Packers game tomorrow. Um, these are event charts, which means that the favored team gets the first and 10th houses, and the underdog team gets the seventh and fourth houses. So right now we are doing the chart for the Chiefs Ravens games. Uh, both the first and 10th houses are ruled by Jupiter. Both the seventh and fourth houses are ruled by Mercury. Um, so that means the Chiefs are represented by Jupiter in this chart, and the Ravens are represented by Mercury. We can look at Mercury first. See, it's here. That means it's at 25 Leo, so its anicea is at 5 Taurus, not doing anything of any significance, no aspects with the moon. Um, we will also look at part of fortune, which is here at 9 Aries. It's not doing anything. Its anicea is at 20 um, Virgo, not doing anything there. Again, no aspects with the moon or anything. So that only leaves one thing really, and that is Jupiter itself. Uh-oh, Jupiter is at here, 1934, um, within 2 degrees of the cusp of the fourth house. As I said earlier, the Ravens have the fourth house. Within 2 degrees of the cusp of a house, you are in the power of that house. The Chiefs are completely in the power of the Ravens. Now, this is only if the game kicks off by 7:23 local time. That's 8:23 East Coast American time, or East Coast United States time, whatever you want to say. Um, but that's clear. That's a completely clear testimony. Um, it may be close. The Chiefs may have their moments, but this is overwhelming testimony that the Ravens are going to win this game. So without further ado, let's look at the Eagles game tomorrow. Yep. So this is the Eagles game tomorrow. The Eagles are favored, so they have the again first and 10th houses. The Packers are the underdogs. They have the seventh and fourth houses. So that means the Eagles are represented. Signifiers are their signs are Taurus and Aquarius. So Venus and Saturn. So Taurus, that's Casey. Uh, Aquarius, that's Kira. The uh, the Packers are Scorpio and which is Mars, and Leo, which is the Sun. Uh, Scorpio, Sydney Sweeney. The Sun, or Leo, Donald Trump. Uh, okay, so this one, part of fortune is in the wrong place. It should actually be at like 15 Gemini, which means its anicea would be at 15, uh, around 15 Cancer, uh, which means it's not doing anything of note here really, other than, I'm sorry, it will have a conjunction, not a conjunction, an aspect form with Venus, which is the primary signifier for the Eagles. So good. So the Eagles do have a testimony for them. Eagles do have a testimony for themselves there. Um, However, the there's also, if we actually want to look at the straight up moon, actually hold on one second, that would be 30 degrees 60 degrees, 9 degrees. Oh, I'm sorry. That would be forming a. No, it would still be okay. Just forget everything I said. That is a testimony for the Eagles. But other than that, its planets, it's not doing anything here. It's not. Venus isn't doing anything. Saturn isn't doing anything. I guess its anesthesia is got a conjunction with. Nah, it's the anesthesia of Saturn is at 13 something. It's already past the conjunction with part of fortune for that. So basically, the Eagles have one aspect. The Eagles have one good aspect here, and then but the if you look at Mars, it's here, there. I mean, the Sun. Let's see, it's 14, and the Sun also has an aspect with part of fortune. So right now we're tied on the aspects, although the the Chiefs aspect, sorry, the oh, you know what? I'm sorry. Aspects to part of fortune don't matter. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. Just forget everything I just said about part of fortune. In this chart, part of fortune is doing nothing. Okay, that's what I thought. So anyway, so that means that of all the signifiers, Venus doing nothing, Saturn doing nothing, the Sun doing nothing. Now Mars may look like it's doing nothing here if you know how to read these charts, but the anesthesia of Mars is at around 28 Gemini, which means it's in an extremely tight, let's see, 30, 60, 90, extremely tight sextile, like extremely tight sextile with the moon. So that's the only testimony we have in this chart is, is Mars, is the anesthesia of Mars forming a very tight sextile with the moon. That's for the Mars is the primary signifier of the Packers. That's the only testimony in this chart. Packers win. Both charts are very clear. This again, the game's got to start. The games are, technically they're both scheduled for 8:15 Eastern time. So that tonight's game is 7:15 Eastern time. I mean 7:15 local time in Kansas City, and the Eagles game tomorrow is at 9:15 local time in Sao Paulo, Brazil, whatever part of Brazil it is. We estimate with these primetime games that the kickoff is going to be around 8:23. Okay, 8:21, 8:22, 8:23, 8:24. If the kickoff happens around those for either of those games, these predictions should work out. That would be Ravens tonight, Packers tomorrow. If the kickoff's very unlikely to be before, 8:21 Eastern Standard Time, no matter what. But if the kickoff is over 8:24 Eastern Standard Time, even over 8:23 for the first game, 8:20 if it's past 8:23, then forget what I said. I would actually go the other way with the prediction for the first chart. This chart I would keep the same. The Eagles are going to lose this game based on this chart. The Chiefs game, it depends on when exactly it kicks off. As long as it kicks off by 8:23 Eastern Standard Time, the Ravens should win. The Eagles should lose pretty much no matter what, as long as we're even in the ballpark, with that kickoff time at 8:23. That's all for now. See you in the next.